So we are looking at dividing a polynomial by a monomial. And we have here in our numerator 5a cubed minus 10a squared plus 20 divided by, in our denominator, 5a. And so the easiest way to tackle something like this is probably just to write three fractions here. Since we have three terms in the numerator, we can write three separate fractions, which would give us 5a cubed divided by 5a minus, and then we have 10a squared divided by 5a plus 20 divided by 5a. And then we would just simplify these three fractions and remember to use the quotient rule with your exponents. So starting with the first fraction, the 5 divided by 5, that will reduce, and then we have a cubed divided by a to the first power. Subtract your exponents, so 3 minus the 1, we get a squared minus. All right, then we have 10 divided by 5, that reduces, we'll be left with 2. A squared divided by a to the first power, subtract your exponents, 2 minus 1, so we have a to the first power plus 20 divided by 5 reduces to 4 over a. Notice how you have that a in the denominator and we don't have anything to reduce it with, so we still have that a factor left in the denominator on that last term. So that is that. Part B, we have something similar. It's written, the notation is a little different. We're not using the fraction bar. We have the traditional division symbol. But if we wanted to, we could rewrite this question using the same notation we have here. So in the first set of parentheses, we have 12y squared z cubed minus 15y z squared plus 6y squared z. We can rewrite this using the fraction bar and putting that in our numerator with those three terms that we have. And then we have divided by negative 6y squared z, so we can put that in our denominator. And as you can see here, we're set up the same way as we did in part A. And so again, the best way to tackle this question is really just to write three fractions and then to reduce the individual fractions. And since we have some signs that we want to simplify, I'm going to do that now too. So starting with the 12y squared z cubed divided by the negative 6y squared z. Since it's a positive divided by negative, I'm going to put the negative out front and then write my fraction. 12y squared z cubed over 6y squared z. The next one, since we have a minus and then 15 over the minus 6. The negative divided by negative is a positive, so I'm going to put the plus. And then our fraction bar, we have 15y z squared over 6y squared z. All right, and then lastly, we have plus 6 over the negative 6. So put the negative out front, our fraction bar, and then that's 6y squared z over 6y squared z. Okay, let's continue simplifying our fractions here. So we have negative. All right, we have 12 divided by 6 is 2. I don't think we need the fraction bar for this first one. So we have 2 for the 12 divided by 6. Y squared divided by y squared, that eliminates to 1. And z cubed divided by z to the first power, subtract your exponents. So 3 minus 1, we have z squared plus. All right, 15 divided by 6. That's going to reduce by a factor of 3. So we're going to have 5 over 2. Y divided by y squared. So that's going to give us a factor of y to the first power in the denominator. And then z squared divided by z to the first power. That's going to leave us with a factor of z to the first power in the numerator. Minus. And then 6y squared z divided by 6y squared z. Let me have my green. That is going to reduce to 1. And there is our final answer.